Hi, hoping a great day. You're watching JG Entertainment, and for this video, I'm going over Multiverse and Madness, and I'm gonna give you my spoiler review for this movie, and I'm gonna tell you what the movie, in my opinion, is good, but it's not great. I thought it had a lot of problems with it, like a lot of problems with it, but I still think it's good enough. I still think it's good enough to be considered good. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you why the things that I really liked, the things that I really didn't like, what the movie was necessarily missing, and everything. And it's like an actual really nice criticism on the movie, and it's not gonna be like, oh, it was missing cameos and oh, this movie was amazingly greatness. I think it's gonna be like right in the middle spot where I really get to explore both sides. Where the movie is controversial, why the movie has like the really strong side of the people that like it, and the really strong side of people don't like it. So yeah, let's start with a spoiler review / spoiler talk / spoiler discussion. So yeah, starting off, I want to start off with Wanda. I think Wanda was basically the star of the movie. I think she really stole the show in a lot of scenes. I felt like every scene she was in, she really stole it. I think she was really cool. Not to say Doctor Strange was bad. No, I think he was really good in the movie as well. But I think Wanda stole it. I think Wanda, first of all, I thought she had a lot of screen presence. I think Elizabeth Olsen played her super incredibly well. And I think that's one of the reasons why people love this movie so much, because I think Wanda's an amazing villain in this movie. I thought she did really good. She was intimidating. Like, her power level could be felt like really strong. That was like, she is a beast. Like, she's a really cool beast. Whenever she was dream walking and with the zombie Wanda, and it's like she'd be Illuminati, and then she was chasing Doctor Strange, America Chavez, and Christine, and she had one leg kind of broken, and she was limping, but she was still destroying the whole walls and everything. That looked incredible. That looked really awesome. So that was really cool stuff. So all that was incredible. However, my big problem with Wanda was her characterization. I think that's the main problem with the movie. I think everything besides the writing is super cool. I think the visuals are really cool. I think the power level was really cool and everything. But the writing itself, the characterization of Wanda, I thought was super kind of lame and cheap. It felt like they were taking back everything from WandaVision. And I know she has a dark hold. You know what I mean? I know that's why she got that. But I still felt cheated as an audience. I'm not saying that the movie doesn't make sense that she got to that point. I'm just saying that it just feels kind of like the audience got cheated. You know what I mean? I just felt like and it was complete 180. Whenever Doctor Strange first goes to talk to Wanda, it really does seem like, oh, this is the WandaVision moment. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, she's still the same Wanda from WandaVision. And then when everything switch up, I'm like, okay, this is a completely different Wanda than I expected. You know what I mean? And it just felt like as an audience I got cheated on, because we really got a whole story about her getting over stuff. So it was I don't know. I felt kind of mixed things about that. I do understand why she would turn this way at the book and everything, but I don't know. I still felt I'm still kind of mixed on that. So first of all, that's the main point. Second of all, she kind of just forgot about Vision. She just wanted her kids, but what about Vision? You know what I mean? What about her brother? I felt like there was so much stuff missing that it wasn't just the kids. It wasn't just the kids that she wanted. She also wanted Vision. She also wanted Pietro and everything. So I thought that was really annoying. I felt like it was really annoying that it was ignoring a lot of Wanda's lost characters and everything. I thought it was really annoying that it was focused on the kids. I was like, what about Vision? You know what I mean? WandaVision was all about Wanda and Vision. What happened to Vision? You know what I mean? It would have been perfect that we explored the grief between Vision once WandaVision already happened. So what's going on here? You know what I mean? Same thing for Pietro. Pietro was in that WandaVision show. Why can't we have it here? You didn't deliver in the WandaVision show with Ralph Boner. You know what I mean? We could have done something else here with actual Quicksilver. You know what I mean? I wish we would have done something like that. Also, whenever she was going through the Naughty base and she kind of destroyed that Ultron bot, I wish we would have had a moment, a flashback or something that just would have worked. I wish that it wasn't just an Ultron bot destroyed, but because Wanda has history with Ultron. That was where she started as a villain in the Avengers, and Ultron also killed her brother. So I wish we would have done something more with that than just her destroying a little bot. You know what I mean? So overall, I thought like I said, her characterization, her actual writing, it was okay. I felt like the way that she turned back to the good side was okay, and I did not like that she tried to kill herself. I thought that felt out of character. I don't think Wanda would ever try to kill herself. At least I would hope not. You know what I mean? I don't know. I felt like it just seemed so lame in my opinion. But like I said, her screen presence was always felt. The way that she fought, her power level, it was incredible. That attack in Kamajar, something like that, was really incredible. The Naughty attack was super incredible. I just thought that yeah, she's super strong, super powerful. So yeah, that's all super awesome. So as you can see, even within just Wanda, there's the good side and then there's the bad side. I think that there's multiple things. I can understand both sides, and I really do understand both sides. But I'm just saying it's more of the gray area than the black and white. That's why I think that this movie is not incredibly great, but I do think that's good enough. I think it does enough good stuff to be oh yeah, this is pretty good. But then it does mess up a lot of stuff, like the characterization. For example, when we went to Doctor Strange, I felt like Doctor Strange had like the cool things, you know. I felt like he had the cool visuals. It was like really cool visuals. His magic powers looked incredible. Like also, it was just so cool to get a whole movie about magic powers. You know, we've always seen them in Infinity War and No Way Home, and I've been like, oh my god, we need another movie from Doctor Strange because we need more of these visuals. And we finally got one, and it was super super awesome to see all these new spells, these new tricks, and everything. I was like, chef's kiss. This is really really awesome. I felt really strong about them a lot. Like I thought that he had some really cool spells, like really cool spells. And whenever he was fighting Sinister Strange, and he was like using the music notes, I thought that was like a super cool concept. But like whenever he was dreamwalking in his zombie body, oh my god, super awesome. Whenever he got all the dead like bodies that were like kind of hunting him down whenever he was dreamwalking, oh that was also super incredible. Like all that type of stuff, just like incredible. Whenever he did like that prison out of like glass for Wanda, which by the way, that scene whenever Wanda breaks out of that glass thing looks super incredible. But yeah, all that is like super awesome. So overall, I thought like his whole magic powers and him getting scaled up in power and everything was super awesome, super cool. However, what really doesn't work for me in this movie is the arc that he has in this movie. You know, I feel like we didn't really get enough of an arc about him. We got the one with Chavez, you know, and also I felt like that arc we already went through. You know, I feel like he was always like not so compassionate. He always had to do whatever was the best for the universe. And then at the end, he realizes, okay, let's have some compassion for the other person. They have a life too. They have to do this and all that. And I feel like we already went through that with No Way Home. You know, I feel like we already went through that mentor type of thing in No Way Home with Spider-Man, and it just kind of felt like redundant to do it again with America Chavez. And I will talk about America Chavez in a little bit, but I did like her. You know, I'm not hating on America Chavez. I'm just saying I just felt like his arc with like being overcoming like his under compassion just felt kind of lost whenever we saw that in No Way Home. You know, I feel like we could have put that from No Way Home, but not like go back and have to do the same thing that No Way Home did. You know, I felt like it was like not really that great. Then his arc with Christine, I thought it was okay. Like I thought at the end, whenever he was like, "I love you in every universe," I thought I felt like really strong. I was like, "That's awesome." But then like I just didn't feel the connection between Christine and Doctor Strange that much. And the wedding at the start didn't really feel it that much. Like I did not feel all bad for Doctor Strange. I was like, okay. Like I felt like there needed to be something more to that wedding. Something was missing. I don't know what it was. Maybe flashbacks to whenever they were together, and so that way we could, as an audience, feel it more. I don't know. I just felt like there was something missing for me to truly grapple to Doctor Strange's emotion. It just felt kind of weak. You know what I mean? I don't like that feeling. I wish that we would have seen something else. From that, I wish I would have felt it. You know what I mean? So that's my first problem with it. Second of it is just I felt more about this whole Christine thing in What If, which is a huge problem. I feel like What If had a way better arc for Doctor Strange Supreme in general. I thought he had a way better arc. And that What If episode, whenever Christine keeps dying, you know, there I felt really bad. I was like, oh my god, they really have an amazing connection and everything. Like a really amazing, strong connection and bond and everything. And I really fought for the romance and everything. And this movie, I just don't feel it. I'm gonna be honest, I just don't feel it. I do think that there was a good line in there with "I will love you in every universe," but besides that, I just didn't feel the romance at all. I was like, this is okay, you know. I just didn't feel the chemistry. So yeah, I didn't really love that arc either. So I thought that both arcs that they gave him didn't really pay off to a satisfying conclusion or ending. And overall, I don't think the arcs themselves were satisfying. I don't think the way that they started was satisfying. That they have some good moments in there sprinkled in, both of them. Yeah, it has some good moments sprinkled in, just sprinkled a little bit. But besides that, I did not really feel for Doctor Strange's arc, which is such a shame because, like I said, he had such a cool visuals, such cool magic powers. That scene, like I said, that scene whenever he's dreamwalking with the dead things as his kind of cape and everything was so awesome. And that awesomeness really makes me wish that we would have had some awesome character arcs with it that really would have paid off. But unfortunately, it didn't pay off. Just like Wanda, I did not feel like her character arc paid off at the end. I felt like it was a really stupid ending for Wanda, to be honest. And I feel the same thing about Doctor Strange. I didn't feel like any other character arcs paid off. So that sucks for both of them. I really don't think that that was great. That just sucks. I wish that we would have put a little bit more towards these two characters arcs to truly get like a really strong payoff at the end and truly make the movie feel satisfying, which is the thing that I honestly feel like the movie was missing, which is that the ending wasn't satisfying. I did not feel like the ending was satisfying. I watched it and I was like, really, that's how it ends? You know, I just felt like, this isn't a satisfying ending. From the moment it ends, also whenever he gets like the third eye and that's how it ends, I was like, really? Like really? That's how you're gonna end the movie? Like that's not satisfying. You know, that doesn't feel satisfying. So no, I just wish it had a satisfying ending. I feel like if it would have had a satisfying ending, things would have changed completely. And I feel like the main reason for it not being a satisfying ending is that the character arcs just did not feel complete. They didn't feel sucked in. Story-wise, I just felt like they were very weak. So that's the problem with the writing. Also, a problem with that is that Wanda got defeated so kind of lame. You know what I mean? She got defeated because she saw her kids crying, and that was it. You know, that was literally it. And it kind of left me feeling unsatisfied because first of all, I didn't get a proper Wanda versus Doctor Strange fight. I felt like that was like lame. I was like, okay, at least give us a good fight. You know what I mean? At least give us a good fight, and it didn't give to us. So I was pretty mad about that. And also, I just felt like that's just such a cheap way to cheapen out like such a powerful character. I mean, I don't know. I just didn't really dig it that much. Like after all the things she's done, like really, that's what's gonna stop her. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I didn't feel it. So that's why it felt so satisfying. And overall, I feel like the sense of satisfaction also comes down to the script just being too simple. I felt like there was nothing really to cling on to, nothing like that had a lot of depth. That it was just too simple. It was just Wanda chasing America Chavez so she can get her powers so she can see her kids. And Doctor Strange has to protect her because he came across America Chavez. And that's pretty much it. I just didn't feel like there was enough depth to it to like really get into invest into the story by the characters and everything. I just felt kind of out of it. You know, I felt like, oh, this is a cool story, but where's the characterization? Where's the character development? Where's this? Where's that? Where's my emotions getting invested in this? You know, I never really felt sad for anybody or like happy for anybody. You know, I always felt like neutral on everybody's emotions, and that's not a good thing. You know, the most emotion that I could feel was like whenever like the Black Bolt got killed because that was like super cool. You know, I was like, oh, that's like that was shocking. I was like, oh my god. So like whenever shocking things happen, I was like, oh my god. But besides that, like actual emotion on like the characters. There wasn't anything there. There was something weird to cling on to. There was no plot twist in the middle of the movie. I was like, oh my god, things are gonna change things. Nope, the script was super, super simple, and it just kind of I don't know. I felt like it lacked. It lacked some depth. I really did like some depth, some meat. To it was felt like it was just a bone pulled out the meat. You know, I don't know. It really wasn't there in my opinion. So yeah, I feel like also the Multiverse of Madness, the title itself, I think it's a little misleading because we really didn't explore that much multiverses themselves, and I think that they did a really bad mistake in focusing only in one universe. And I think in What If they did such an amazing job exploring the different universes. And I think it's really clear that the most interesting stuff about the multiverse is the different variants of characters. You know how characters that we know are different from other characters that we know. You know, like Thor in What If, he was completely different. Not Strange in What If, he was like a really cool version of him. You know what I mean? And all this other type of stuff. You know, Captain Carter, really cool stuff, which was in this movie by the way, which is also a super cool cameo, and a lot more other stuff. You know, I felt like the characters changes is what made the story interesting, and not just the universe. You know what I mean? And I feel like this movie just didn't focus on the different characters. I feel like this movie tried to focus on like, oh, this cool universe with Illuminati, but like they never really like it went in depth to explore. Oh, why is this character like this? What happened with this character? For example, what happened with Mordo? You know, I feel like we never really explored that much. We got like a very brief explanation. That was it. You know, what happened with this other Doctor Strange, the first Doctor Strange? What's up with him? What's the story in his universe? You know, I feel like we never really explored that either. You know, I just wish we would have seen more explorations on Doctor Strange. Or Wanda. You know, we don't have to get different variants of different MCU characters. You know, I think that would have been super cool. But we could also get just the variants from our universe. You know, Wanda, Doctor Strange, which we did get variants, but we didn't get explored. Like we didn't explore what happened in the universe, what happened to the universe, the characteristics, what's up with him, what's up with that. You know, I just felt off. You know, it just felt really, really off. So yeah, I wish we would have explored more of that, or at least give us more like, cameos. It's either one or the other, you know, or explore the universe more. I just feel like we didn't explore enough the multiverse to be caught on Multiverse of Madness. I feel like we already touched the iceberg with Multiverse of Madness. So yeah, I know they're building up to Secret Wars, which makes a lot of sense, but for this movie, that just kind of left it with a bad kind of taste without seeing that didn't happen. Especially since, like I said, the movie is called Multiverse of Madness. The whole marketing campaign and everything was focused on making this movie like Multiverse of Madness. You know what I mean? Like it's the multiverse experience. No Way Home had this. Loki had this. On WandaVision kind of had this. What If had this. And I feel like everything that I just mentioned did a better job exploring the multiverse, especially in the WandaVision. But besides that, everything else did a better job of exploring the multiverse than Multiverse of Madness, which is something bad to say. You know, I think Loki explored the multiverse a lot better than Multiverse of Madness. You know, I think What If explored the multiverse a lot better. I think No Way Home explored the multiverse a lot better. So overall, I don't know. I felt like something was lacking from the multiverse, and like I said, I really think it was the characters. I feel like they did a bad job of exploring different versions or alternate versions of the characters, and what made them come to here, really exploring the characteristics, the past, also the future, the present. You know, I just no, it didn't work for me a lot. The multiverse concept, which I think was where the movie fell for a lot of people, in the fact that this movie is called Multiverse of Madness, and the multiverse aspect did fail. You know, maybe Wanda was super cool, maybe Doctor Strange was super cool, which from my opinion, they were really cool. You know what I mean? But the multiverse aspect kind of did fail. You know, I'm gonna be completely honest. I feel like it did kind of fail. So, I don't really know how I feel about it. I really wish they would have focused on something, the characters, or like exploring different universes, like why the universe like this, not just like going through them like really quickly. That's not satisfying for anybody. You know what I mean? And you know, it doesn't really help the script either. You know, we had to have like something concrete. You know what I mean? So So far, so it's okay. I felt like the multiverse was okayly explored. Now, moving on to America Chavez. And America Chavez was a cool character, to be honest. I actually digged her a lot more than I thought I was going to dig her. I thought she was pretty cool. I think that she lacked a lot of depth, to be honest. I don't know. I felt like the movie did the setup, to be honest. I think that's the biggest, most, part about it. The movie did the setup to give America Chavez such an amazing story. She has no trust in Doctor Strange, which overall, this come kind of full circle, but kind of unsatisfying to also, the main problem is that they did not find a satisfying way to kind of close their arcs in this movie. But also, we'll know whenever her mother's they get sucked out because of her powers, because of a bee. That was such a powerful scene, such a shocking scene. I was like, oh my god, that's so interesting that she kind of basically killed her mothers, or at least kind of blew them away from anywhere that she could have ever been because of a bee, because of the first time she used her powers. She didn't know that she had powers, and it's so tragic, and we could have really, really explored the tragedy of her powers, how they really messed her up, how she really hates them, or something like that, but we just didn't do anything with it. We just kind of threw that away, you know what I mean? And that's so annoying to me. I really wish we would have something with her, or maybe we find a universe and reunite with her mothers. That could have been so much better as well, but instead we just don't explore that at all. We just have it there and then just never use it again, you know what I mean? And that's such a big problem, like I said. I think the movie does the setup. The movie does the setup for it. For example, Doctor Strange has the setup. Christine has the wedding and everything, and it has a setup, but it just doesn't pay it off nicely. It doesn't pay it off satisfyingly. But I think Doctor Strange's arc kind of tried to pay it off. America Chavez's arc did not pay off at all. At all. There was no payoff to her arc, which is super annoying, super just come on. Really, that's it. The best thing we got from her arc was at the end was a pep talk, and I don't know how I feel about pep talk. Come on, the pep talk, that's it. No, it's not to my liking. I thought it was kind of bad, to be honest. So no, I did not like that, and I really wish we would have had a strong character arc, because like I said, America Chavez had the potential. She really had that whole thing there. However, her bitches were super cool, and I did think that her banter with Doctor Strange was super funny. I thought the actor did an amazing job playing her. I really forgot her name, because it's kind of complicated to say, but I thought she did an amazing job playing her. I really think that she did really cool. She's 16, so she's still really young. So to be acting like that, she was pretty cool. The banter with Doctor Strange, like I said, was really cool. I really liked the relationship between them. Because it gives me Peter and Doctor Strange vibes, which is another relationship that I really like. So that was really cool. So overall, I did really like that. I think she worked in the movie. I just wish that we would have explored her more. You know what I mean? That's what I needed. More exploration on this. So that's the big problem. Now moving on to Wong. And Wong also felt super weak as a Sorcerer Supreme. Come on, Wong is super weak. However, the banter with Doctor Strange, they worked really well again. But also no character arc. You know what I mean? Nothing really to lynch onto. He was just there to be there, you know what I mean? So yeah, I do think that runtime really did hurt this movie. I think if you don't have 30 minutes extra, we really get some character development for each one of the characters and pay off character arcs a lot more satisfyingly, then yeah, we would be talking about a completely different movie. But unfortunately, they decided to cut it really short and not really pay off anything. The writing was really weak on that, so I did not really like that much on it. However, like I said, visually speaking, and moving on to Sam Raimi's kind of directing style and everything, I think his directing was kind of hit or miss for me, but mostly hit, you know what I mean? I thought all the horror elements, chef's kiss, they worked perfectly. I mean, zombie kind of Wanda with the thing over here looks super awesome. Dead Doctor Strange being possessed and having those dead things, super cool. That was really awesome. And all that type of stuff, whenever Wanda has to go through reflection and she's crackling through, that's super cool stuff. All that horror element, I thought really worked. I thought the horror elements were really awesome. And I never realized that they really fit a lot with Doctor Strange. I thought that's super cool. So the horror elements really worked. The visuals also really worked for me and everything. So all that really worked. But then we go to some transitions with the fades and everything, those fade transitions that he put in this movie. And I don't know how I felt about them. The people that I went with also felt very mixed about them. Some people really thought that looked really awesome. Some people thought that they looked so stupid and funny and cringy and everything. And I feel like that's basically because I felt like it kind of felt out of age. It felt like that was something old. Kind of like whenever you watch Venom or Venom of the Big Carnage, and this movie kind of feels older than the other movies, like a 2000 something movie. That's kind of how those transitions felt like, which makes sense because Sam Raimi did direct Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 back in the 2000s, but it just felt kind of weird. Also, the monologues didn't work at all, and you can tell that was Raimi kind of having it in there, and the directing that he chose to do with those monologues didn't really work for me either. So the monologues and the fades didn't work for me, but like I said, the horror elements are amazing, the visuals amazing, and all that type of stuff. So I thought that was really cool. Also, I think that he was also missing some action scenes. I did not feel like the action scenes were incredible. For example, the one where Gargantos at the start of the movie, that was okay. The one against the Illuminati, way too short to even say, oh, this was good or bad. Wanda vs. Doctor Strange didn't really even happen. The attack on that one sorcerer place was super super cool, so I thought that was really awesome. But besides that, the action was not there for me. I thought it was like it was missing something, it was lacking something. And that's such a shame. I really wish we would have had like one really good action scene, and that would have been incredible. Which would have been the final one. It's really like we would have had a really nice, super amazing final fight scene. I thought it would have been super super awesome. But instead, we got something that was honestly okay. I guess at most it was okay. So yeah. So overall, what do I think about this movie? Well, I think that the movie just needed more time to add character development. Like I really think that the movie just needed more time to add this character development with the characters, not just from our universe, but from multiverses. I wish we would have seen more variants of our characters and really explore them. Like for example, the ones that we got, we could have explored what the first one was. You know, protect Doctor Strange. What was up with him? Sinister Doctor Strange. What was up with him? Flashback. Show us flashback. Show us something else besides just like letting us talk about it. You know what I mean? It was kind of lame. You know, I wish we would have had more about that. Also, I feel like if the movie would have delivered an epic ending fighting against Wanda and Doctor Strange, like if an epic win, I think that we would be talking about a completely different situation between Wanda, Doctor Strange, America, and Wong to truly make like really amazing fight scene, eye popping. This is super incredible, best fight scene I've ever seen ever. You know, type of stuff with all the magic and everything. I feel like we'd be talking about a completely different movie. You know, a completely different kind of reception. You know what I mean? For the movie, I feel like everybody would absolutely love it and dig it because overall, I do think that that's the problem with the movie. I feel like it left a lot of people unsatisfied, and a lot of people felt super satisfied because I think it depends on what you came in here for. If you came in here for like Raimi's horror directing style and everything, you're going to completely love this movie. You came here for like the more like movie like character cameos type of stuff. It just doesn't work because it never really reaches its satisfying moment. So yeah, that's how I feel this movie. I feel like it's good enough. I really do think it's good enough. Visuals amazing. Acting is really good as well. Some action scenes do feel intimidating. The power of Wanda you can just feel it and everything. Horror cinematography, all that type of stuff. Also like some really cool concepts. You know, Doctor Strange versus Sinister Doctor Strange with like music notes was super cool. Dream walking, also another super cool, interesting concept. The book of spells, like whatever it was called, the one that they were going after, Doctor Strange and America Chavez, also super cool, but also super lame. You see, like that thing, that book has set up at the start of the movie, came to nothing. Basically, came to nothing. It just kind of just gone. And like I said, it's just for unsatisfying. I wish he would learn like a new trick or something. Anything that would have helped him even a little bit, even if he would just have like a really cool trick that he thought would beat her and it doesn't work. Even like that would have been super cool. But then nothing, you know, it didn't come out to anything. So that's how I feel about it. So overall, I just feel like the movie did not deliver on the promise that it made. Overall, like on the character wise, writing wise, like the character wise, and like just kind of narratively, like okay, this and that and that, and then we just felt so predictable as well, like a regular movie. You know, it's like okay, this is like really predictable. So yeah. But overall, like I said, I thought it was epically made. I thought it feels like a super cool movie visually, a glorious masterpiece. You know what I mean? They're really cool. So yeah, that's how I feel with this movie. That's why I think it's good, but not great. And I would probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10 or a 7, just barely passing, but not something that I would like be like, oh my, this is incredible. So yeah, that's how I feel about the movie so far. So yeah, that's my spoiler review for this movie. It was more about explaining like why I felt like the movie kind of felt unsatisfied a lot of times, but at the same time, how the movie did a lot of good stuff as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, just make sure to leave a like. It's very helpful. So please leave a like. It really helps out videos. As well as tell me down in the comments what you think. I know you have a lot of things to talk about. I know that you have a lot of thoughts that you're thinking right now. So tell me down in the comments. I'm definitely sure to read it and respond, and we can have a conversation about this movie and everything. So yeah, tell me any thoughts you have down in the comments. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? What are your own thoughts on the movie? Or you personally one of those people that absolutely loved it, or were you personally one of those people that absolutely felt disappointed by it? I'm very curious. Tell me your own reasons why down in the comments. And lastly, just make sure to subscribe for a lot more content. I have a Cameos ranked video already posted. I'm going to be posting top 10 scenes and all that type of stuff. So subscribe for all that multiverse of content coming very soon that I know you want. So yeah, multiverse of content, multiverse of madness, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm sure you're going to love all that, so subscribe. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And this is Chavez Entertainment out.